The 2025 flat season is just gathering momentum now. Aidan O'Brien is already off the mark with Trinity College's win at Naas. He's got some of the older horses from last year back for more, the 2-year-olds from last season morphing into genuine classic contenders. It's an exciting season ahead here at Ballydoyle. Aidan, thanks so much for having us down here to Ballydoyle on a fine spring morning that it is. The new flat season is just starting to get going now. How excited are you about the season ahead?
Yeah, a pleasure, Don, always. Obviously, looking forward to it. Beautiful weather. The winter was tough. It was probably more snow this winter than we've had since we really came to Ballydoyle. So there was a whole week when we weren't on the gallops, so that's unusual. But no, really looking forward to it. The horses are well. We think they've done well physically. We think they're in good form. They're fit. Probably a little bit not tuned in yet, but we were thinking and hoping come end of April, early March or early May that they'll be finding their legs. So hopefully, looking forward to it.
A couple of your 2-year-olds from last season now becoming classic contenders, expanded. He ran twice at the end of the season within a very short space of time as well, and he ran really well.
Yeah, it was incredible what he did really. Like he was so green in his maiden, and we wheeled him back into the Dewhurst 6 days after, and really the plan was go to the Dewhurst for experience for this year because we had the Line in Winter in it, and then when the Line in Winter couldn't run, obviously he was fired into the front line, which was a very difficult, hard thing for him. A small amount of runners, Ryan went forward on him, and it was an incredible run really. Ryan felt, even on the day, if the third horse hadn't have attacked him or challenged him so early, he probably still might have won. But that was an incredible run out of a horse just after starting in a maiden 6 days before and being very green in it. So he's a horse really to look forward to. We think he'll be fine from a mile to a mile and a half. We're thinking of with him, we might train him for the Guineas, but if Twain is everything is right with him, we leave Twain go there because he's already a Group 1 winner. So Expanded could go to Curra on the Monday for the Tetrack, right, using that as a Irish Guineas trial, and then after that he could go to the Derby, he could go to the French Derby, he could go to Epsom Derby. So all those options are open to him.
So you see him as a miler, but also potentially
we think he's a miler that'll stretch out to a mile and a quarter and could even go to a mile and a half.
Right. And Twain, he was similar, wasn't he? He ran within a very short space of time last year.
Yeah, absolutely. We sent Twain to Leopardstown for experience because we like to get a run into him, and he won very easily. So obviously then the French race was coming up 6 or 7 days after, and we said, listen, we'd take a chance. It was it was a difficult thing to ask a horse to do, but we thought the travel would do him good, and we thought the way he came out of Leopardstown, the race wouldn't do him any harm. So obviously he got a lead in France. He saw no horse in Leopardstown, so he really went into France as a horse going for a racecourse gallop, and he learnt nothing in Leopardstown when he made the running. So he was very green through the race and still won very easily. So we were very impressed with him. Ryan was very impressed with him. He's done very well over the winter. He's doing everything lovely. So at the moment we're thinking of going straight to Newmarket, and he could go on to be a mile and a quarter. He could go be an Epsom Derby horse after that. So we'll see. So we're excited about him also.
And the ground obviously in France at the end of the season was quite soft. Do you think it'll be better and better ground?
Yeah, two racing soft ground, but that's the way the ground was. We think definitely he's a light moving horse. He's great pedigree. He's from Galileo's pedigree, obviously by Wooden Basset. So he's very exciting really.
Yeah, and the Line in Winter you mentioned, is he okay? We haven't seen him in a little while.
Yeah, no, he's good. Obviously it took a while for him to get over what happened to him going to the Dewhurst. So the winter was a little bit longer for him. He started a little bit later. He was at the Curra last weekend, but only for a canter up. So we'll see. It was going to be 6 weeks from then to the Guineas. Guineas might come too quick, so we're going to know in a couple of weeks. And if it was, we would take our time. We'd train him for the Dante with the view to going straight to the Derby. So he's lovely. He's done well physically, moving well, doing everything right. So that's very possible what could happen with him.
And do you see him more as a middle distance horse than?
Yeah, obviously by Sea the Star, so we hope that he stays. Like obviously he broke a 7 furlong record in York over 7 furlongs, so he's not slow. So you hope that he would. I think he's out of Loup de Vega mare, so mightn't be an influence for stamina either, but he's very laid back horse, relaxed, and I think Ryan always felt that he would get middle distance.
Yeah. And Henri Matisse, he had a really good campaign last season.
Yeah, we always loved him a lot. Very happy. His disappointing run was in France because he was green in the national stakes. I decided we put a pair of blinkers on him and sharpen him up and teach him a bit, but he got a bump in France early in the race and it kind of frightened him with the blinkers on him in the bad ground, and so we just put a line through that run. Came out of France well. We were looking forward to America. The bad draw, difficult place to win from a bad draw. He was drawn very wide, Ryan gave him a great ride. He let him relax the first half. He came home very well the second half. So probably did very well to win where he was drawn and the way where he ended up in the race. So he's very classy. We think he's a miler. They have to be quick to do what he did. So probably a mile fast ground, take your time on him is probably him. But could be a very good miler. Could end up in Ascot or anywhere.
Right. And Aftermath ran just twice last season.
Yeah, he's lovely, big Justify horse. We always liked him. We thought he could be a French Derby horse. He's ready to run. We'd like a nice bit of ground to start him on, but he is that type of horse, we think.
Camille Pissarro, he caused a bit of a surprise in the
we thought he was one of our best horses. Obviously, through the whole year, he went to Ascot and ran all the big races, kept getting beat, running big races but kept getting beat. So we upped him to 7 furlongs, rode him patiently. And then we saw what he was showing us at home. Classy horse. We think, view him as a kind of a miler sprinter. Hopefully he'll get the mile. Probably ridden patiently he might get it, but he's not slow, he's loads of speed. But we think probably a mile riding patiently. He could go to the Guineas as a second string if Twain went there and if Expande went to the Curragh or whatever. So there's a bit of juggling around to do still. So it'll depend on what the lads will want to do and depending on how the horses are close to the time, we think.
Yeah. And Delacroix won the Autumn Stakes and then ran a big race at Doncaster.
Yeah, very happy with him. He was always very green and a bit stupid through his races, so he's taken a long time to learn. So he, as the racing went on, he got better. Ryan felt that he ran a massive race in Doncaster, which he did, and he felt he wasn't finished with. He will stay well. We think a mile and a quarter, could get a mile and a half, could be a Derby horse, probably starting a trial. And probably a Derby trial and see where we go, but we're very happy and physically has done very well.
Your fillies, like a really exciting bunch of fillies as well, headed by Lake Victoria, like what she did last year to win a Moidlair, then drop back and trip for a Cheveley Park and then step up and trip again, like that was, and to win her 5 races.
Yeah, incredible. We never had a filly do that before. She won a Group 1 over 6, 7 and a mile, so it was incredible really. Obviously her year was long, so we were trying to be patient with her through the winter and we gave her more time than the others. Because of that she's a little bit behind them. She was at the Curragh last weekend for a cantered up and came out very well. We're looking at the Guineas still with her. Next couple of weeks will tell a lot. Those type of fillies can come very quick when you ask them to come, so we're trying to slowly starting to rev her up a little bit now, and it'll be interesting. But if she doesn't, if we're not really happy with her, she won't go to Newmarket and she'll go to the Curragh the following day for the Tassies, use that as a trial for the Irish Derby or Irish Guineas. Yeah. So but very happy with her. And listen, she's incredible filly really.
Very Godmother, like what she did at Ascot was incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. She quickened 3 times in Ascot to win and still won very easily. Incredible filly. She was off after that. She's in good shape, she's fit, she's ready. She was at the Curragh last weekend. Ride Road was very happy. Could go straight into the Guineas if she's well and everything stays right with her. She looks a very classy filly. We weren't sure whether she would get a mile or not, but from the Curragh the last day when she worked, there was a good chance that she will. And so she could go into the Guineas as first string if Victoria doesn't go.
And Bubbling,
Nona Never filly gets 7 and looks like one, a Nona Never that might get a mile. A lot of them don't, they're fast, but she looks like one. She's laid back, gets the trip well, and she's in good shape. She was at the Curragh as well, and we're very happy with that as well.
And exactly won the Killavullen Stakes last season.
Yeah, she's good filly, progressed with every run. She quickened a little bit early in France, and I mightn't have given the right instructions to Christophe, but she's a very good filly, working very well. She won very easy at the back end, and in Leopardstown I think won 5 or 6 lengths to Killavullen. Yeah. She's in good shape, ready to run, might start in the Guineas and go from there, but she could be a very good filly this year.
And Bedtime Story, do you see her as a Guineas filly?
Yeah, we could. She's difficult, she's a little bit keen, over races a little bit. Probably didn't do the right things with her. I might have said it to Ryan to ride her a bit forward in races, and it might just rev her up a little bit. She's in great shape, but I think if she runs, she'll probably run kind of second or third string. The way she's going to be ridden, I think, to be fair to her, that's what you'd want to do. You wouldn't want to put her under any pressure early, let her relax and see what happens then the second half of the race really.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.